We are going to compare EMFs of two cells by direct method by using two cells separately, that is called individual cell method. Means we are going to find out E1 by E2. Here E1 and E2 with the EMF of two cells to be compared. E is the EMF of the DC supply, a battery, driving cell, auxiliary cell you can say. K, K1, K2 are the plug keys which act as a switch in the circuit. AB is the length of potentiometer wire. RH indicate rheostat. G is the galvanometer over here. The experimental setup is as shown in the figure. Two things you have to remember over here. The positive terminal of the cells whose EMF you are going to compare must be connected to that point of the potentiometer where the positive terminal of the driving cell has connected. The second thing you have to remember is that the EMF of driving cell must be much greater than the EMFs of the cells to be compared. This system contains two cells whose EMF we are going to compare. K1 and K2 are the two plug keys. K1 is connected to E1 and K2 is with the E2. The other end of the system is connected to the galvanometer, and from galvanometer we are going to connect a jockey. Connections are as shown in the figure. When key K is closed, then the current I started flowing through this potentiometer wire. When K is closed, with respect to that, K1 is also closed. Key K is closed and then K1 is also closed, but K2 is kept open. Means now the circuit consists of potentiometer wire, the driving cell, and also E1. E2 is not in the picture because K2 is kept open. If suppose I1 is drawn from this E1 cell, I1 is drawn from the cell whose EMF is E1. Now the potentiometer at point A, the current became I plus I1. When I plus I1 started flowing through this circuit, take a jockey, go on touching at the various points of this potentiometer wire. Say somewhere here you got point P where the galvanometer showing deflection. That is null point obtained at P. Now call this AP length. Now call this AP length as L1. What happens at P? The galvanometer showing null deflection means here I1 become 0. I continued its flow through this potentiometer wire. If I1 becomes 0 means galvanometer showing null deflection means no current passed through this galvanometer. No current passing through this galvanometer means no current is returned to this circuit. If no current is returned to this circuit, then no current is drawn from this external system. That's why in that case this potentiometer act as a ideal voltmeter. When we call the potentiometer as an ideal voltmeter, when there is no current drawn from the external system. In that case, this system act as a open system. Since it act as an open system, we consider E1 corresponds to length L1. L1 is the length of the wire between the null point P and the point A. So L1 corresponds to EMF E1 is given by E1 is equals to K L1. Call it as equation 1, where K is potential gradient. Proceeding further, now key K1 is kept open, K2 is closed. when K1 is kept open and K2 is closed, now the cell of EMF E2 comes in circuit. So now our entire circuit consists of auxiliary cell with EMF E, the potentiometer wire and E2. Since K2 is closed, to find the balancing length with respect to E2, go on touching the jockey throughout this wire at different points on the potentiometer wire. Somewhere here, say here P dash, we got as a null point. Now what will happen? The balancing length AP dash, call it as a L2. Now the null point P dash is obtained with the help of the jockey. This length L2 corresponds to E2. So we can write E2 is equals to KL2. Call it as equation 2. Now divide equation 1 by 2. Now dividing equation 1 by 2. What you will get? LHS by LHS, that is E1 by E2, is equals to RHS by RHS. In that case, KK get cancelled. You will get L1 by L2, that is equals to E1 by E2. This is the expression when we use to compare the EMF of two cells by individual cell method or by direct method, you can say. Thus, we can compare the EMF of two cells if any one of the EMF is known and the other can be determined by using this formula.